So today I'm going to be showing you guys a complete start to finish one-click SEO tool where it will grab your competitor's URL, it will look at the actual content on that page, and it will rewrite that content. We're going to be using a tool called N8n for this. Now this is £20 a month to do it, or for the first 14 days it is actually free. So if you wanted to, you can just get an account for the first 14 days, do what you need to do, and then just not even need to pay. You don't even need to submit any card details or anything like that. So it's completely free to use this tool for 14 days. Maybe test it out and see if you want to keep it. Also, another thing that you can do is you can self-host this yourself. Maybe if you guys want me to, I can do a video on how to self-host N8n. I'm sure there's multiple videos out there. If you self-host it, all you need to be doing is paying for like the hosting, which would be like £1 or £2 a month. So from a pricing point of view, it is relatively cheap if you don't want to use N8n. Also, very quickly, if you want to learn more about SEO, you want to be in the right room with the right people. On the 27th of June in Manchester, I am hosting a in-person SEO conference. You've got the likes of Craig Campbell speaking, Lara Acosta, James Dooley, Carrie Rose. Craig's actually talking about flipping websites, so buying a website for a cheaper price, doing some work on it, whether it's building more backlinks, building more topical authority, and selling it for a higher multiple. Lara Acosta's talking about generating leads for your SEO agency using LinkedIn. James is talking about lead generation, and Carrie Rose is talking about digital PR. If you want to learn more, head over to themasterminders.com. So all I have done so far is I have just pasted in created my on-form submission. Now, if you've never used N8n, this is basically what it looks like. So if we click on the plus here, and if we click on form, so we're going to do this using a form trigger. And what this basically allows us to do is submit details into a form. This will then go to OpenAI or Claude, create the actual content, and it will upload it through to our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to name this being article builder, I suppose. The field name, we can name this as being the title of the actual blog. So blog, or actually we'll call it blog title. And we'll make this required, and we'll do another event, or we'll do another element as well, and we'll give this being subheadings. This will be text area, and we will do that. So if we actually test this setup now, this should it should pop up with the actual form. So that's it done, and if we click on test setup, and if we refresh this page, this is what it looks like. It's a very, very bare bones, minimalistic contact form, but this is where we would put in the actual title. This is where we would put in the subheadings. So for now, that's going to work very, very well. What we might actually do as well is we might even do, we'll use this as being our article that we want to rebuild. So we'll do this. And also, if you've not already used or downloaded the Chrome extension Detailed, this will give you all of the subheadings from your competitors. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy the subheadings, and this is just a free Chrome extension, and we're going to paste that into here. And then we're going to click on submit. So as you can see, you'll know that it's worked because it's got blog title on the output section, it's got the subheadings, and it's also got the date and the form mode and stuff like that as well. So then what we want to do is do something with this data. Now you can use whichever AI model that you want. I recommend using N8n for this exact reason, because there's times where I'll speak to other people that are using AI and people that are generating articles and stuff like that, and one week people will say OpenAI is better, the next week people will say Bard's better, or Gemini's better, the next week after that people will say Claude's better, and then the week after that somebody will say DeepSeek's better. With this, you can plug into any AI agent that you want. So all you need to do, right, is if we click on the plus here, if we click on AI agent or search AI agent, what we're actually able to do, so first of all, it links to our form, right? So it's pulling in the actual form details that we've just filled out, but you can select which chat model that you actually want. So do you want Anthropic? Do you want Azure? Do you want AWS? Do you want DeepSeek, Gemini? What do you want? So for this, we're going to use, I suppose we could probably use Anthropic for this, mainly because right now I feel like Anthropic's doing the best one, or getting the best output when it comes to content. But if you're watching this in like a week's time or 2 weeks' time, that could definitely change. That's probably the one issue with being like a YouTuber talking about AI. You'll speak about something today and then tomorrow it'll just be something completely different. So then you can select the actual chat model as well. So do you want 3.5 Sonnet, whatever do you want? So I'm going to use 3.5 Sonnet for this. Again, if you really wanted to change the model, you can just delete that, like what I've just done there, right? You can just click the bin and you can select OpenAI, for example, if you really wanted to. And again, you can use whichever model that you want. But for this, I'm going to use Sonnet because I feel like that gives me the best output for now. Then the actual AI agent. This is where we give it the actual prompt that we want. So what we want to do here is where it says source for prompt, what we want to do is click on define below, and we're going to use expression. So in here, we can just put in whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it very, very simple. I want you to write an article about, and then I'm just going to click and drag the blog title. So that's basically said, I want you to write an article about 11 best SEO tools in 2025. Here are the subheadings to use for the blog. Feel free to remove any irrelevant subheadings. And again, you could obviously make this prompt way better, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to keep it very simple. You could even give it like a word count. I want the article length to be, I don't know, 1,300 words. Also include commonly asked questions, right? Something like that. And we can just click on test setup. Now, if you're going to be doing this on mass and stuff like that, this AI agent will probably take the longest amount of time. And sometimes, because it's such a time-consuming task, you might just need to run this a couple times. So I'm just going to click on test setup and I'm going to wait for it to finish. So that probably took about 40 seconds for it to complete from start to finish. It's given depending on the size of the actual article. You'll also know that it's complete because it's got a tick and a tick here. You can also, if you really want to, you can take a look at the actual output here as well. Now, what we want to do is basically upload this through to our website. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to select the actual WordPress node and I'm going to log into my website. Also, what you want to do is just select create a post here. So once you've actually logged into your website, what you then want to do is give it a title. So we're going to do 11 of the best SEO tools. That's the title of the actual page. We're going to then click on add a field and we're going to do the content. And we're going to select the output here. You can also do different things as well. So you can actually categorize your blog post. You can make it sticky. You can add tags. You can enable content comments. you can do everything that you actually want. So all I'm going to do, just for the purpose of this video, is upload the post with the H1 and also just the content, and then we're just going to see what it looks like. So here is the actual content itself. As we can see, it's mentioning the 11 best SEO tools in 2025, and we've got the entire content that has actually been uploaded through to our website. Now I'm going to take a look and see what the actual word count is, because it could be a little too little, but from a starting point, I mean, it's not terrible. So if we do word count, we did mention that that we need it to be around 1,300 words. It's 1,000 words. It's not terrible, but this is a really good starting point as well. So a few things about this as well is that it will upload the article as a draft. Like, this isn't just you do it and then it's kind of complete type thing, but it's a really good starting point for now. Like, it goes from being on the form submission. So again, what we could actually do is we can actually test this workflow, right? So what I will do is, let's do something like the best SEO plugins. We'll do that. Best SEO plugins. Funny enough, it's Zapier again that's ranking for that. So we will do best WordPress SEO plugins here, and we will give it the subheadings. So again, going back to the detailed SEO plugin that you can just download from the Chrome store, we'll copy these and we will give it the subheadings here, and we will click on submit. We'll probably need to wait maybe a couple minutes or maybe a minute or so for it to finish. You can actually close this contact form as well. Also, if you're wondering where it's up to in the process, you can actually see it in the actual stage, and then it's obviously just updated and uploaded to my website. And as you can see here, this is the actual content itself. So it's talking about all of the different WordPress SEO plugins. Now, there's a few things that you would obviously want to remove, like for example this section here. You would probably want to remove these subheadings, but from an actual research point of view, it's not terrible. It also very much comes down to the actual prompt itself. So what I would be doing here is I would probably spend maybe like a couple hours tweaking the actual prompt, making it like pitch perfect, so it is actually ready to be uploaded. Right now it's probably about 70% of the way there, but if you want to make it like 100% of the way there, you could definitely add in a few extra lines to the actual prompt, and it will do a way better job than what it's doing right now. Right now it's probably like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, and like what I mentioned at the start of this video, if you want to excel in SEO and digital marketing and also business as well, head over to themasterminders.com. The conference is happening on the 27th of June, and if you want myself to look at your website, maybe you're struggling to rank, maybe you want to hire me as a consultant, head over to casualdash.com, fill in the contact form, and I will be in touch. Thanks for watching.